Hey Aquarius, this is your November forecast. If you'd like a reading with me or hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, do use the link below. And this is the month for you to really look into hypnosis, because all month you do have the 9th house, which is about our visas. It's about foreign, it's about travel, it's about expanding online, worldwide, getting into education, listening, you being a teacher. This is all about advancement and how much more that you can get this month. Now, the unconscious, the psychological things will be stemming up this month for you to be able to reassess, for you to be able to let that dead week go. So if you look at this card, this is also saying what is standing in your way, what is blocking you, what do you need to cut and let sink down to the bottom, because things will be coming up this month. Now, it can be something that you're already experiencing, the same emotion, the same people, something's coming back this month right up until Boxing Day, where you are going to have another look at it. Perhaps this is, I am relaunching my company because I had to put it on hold. You have had issues with your work and health for the last 2 years, where there has been instability, where there has been a lot of worry, where you have had crisis points and you've had to speak to the specialists and you've had to speak to the bosses and the father and the banks. You've lost someone that you love in the last 2 years, a parent or a child or a sibling, someone that you love, someone major. Your home, the physical home and the family unit has had some major changes, and the karma to do that with is nearly finished. In January, you'll be looking back and saying, well, from today backwards, I can see where the major change has been, and nostalgia and melancholy even. But at the end of the day, where you are when you look back, you'll see that lots of things have changed. It's been a magnitudinal shift. This has been earthquake proportions, and it really has thrown your life away. You know, complete and utter change. You're also able to, speak to banks. Maybe you want to get a loan to be able to buy a house, sell your house, or renovate your house. We do have the Strength card, Major Arcana card. This is talking about financial splits, financial divorces, signing any sort of deadly serious agreement to do with banks, job, university. For some of you, you are applying or submitting for university. For others, you have been looking for work. You finally get that contract that you've been wanting and you can commit to that, and now you get to share that. For others, that you have lost a partner, and that you relied on those finances, and now that they're no longer there, that finances are gone, so you might have to rely on others. There has been the idea of, there has been blockages in the way of any kind of finances or our work. For some of you, you're going to find out that the reason why you've had problems with your career is that you're not getting a good reference. You have no idea, you put them down, and that's where the issue was. Once you can clear that, you're all good. This is also about taking a risk and having a change. Something about this is karmic. Maybe you haven't been able to get a job because this is the dream job for you. Now, you have had some major changes, like I said, in your life. If you have Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer as your sun, moon, or rising, there will be some more. Now, this is also about groups where they can help you, specialists with our health. There has been some crisis there. There has been some changes. With our love, our home, we do have the Lover card. Now, the Lover's card is saying that this is a pairing. So putting the two together, we finally got the money from the bank to be able to buy a home. We finally got the money to be able to renovate. We finally got the money to be able to invest in our home. We've got a rebate. We've got the money back. But wherever it is, we are coming together and we're signing a contract. For some of you, we have had a divorce. It's gone back and forth. It has been a long time negotiating. But at the moment, this is a tough negotiation, but it's also going to be a good fit. So if we have been going through a divorce, child support, child 50-50, or if we've been going through an inheritance and having to share that, there has been negotiation back and forth to do with the family, to do with getting that agreement signed as well. In our health, we do have the Justice card, so any kind of pins, needles, seizures, anything to do with numbness, pins and needles in that area, you're going to find that there may be a crisis, but this is going to force the hand of the specialists. There is also good news coming. Something was hanging in the balance. Maybe you were too fat to have the operation, so you had to lose weight before you could start. Maybe you had to give up smoking before you could have the operation. Something was hanging in the balance. Maybe you needed these results to come back before they would give a yes to be able to proceed. But somewhere along this process is now back on the table. You're having a revisit. Maybe you had to wait a few weeks before you could come back. Then they're going to see the progress, and now they're going to say yes or no. But there is some idea. This is a major arcana card about a major move forward, and it's about hanging in the balance, and it's about providing balance, and it's from a specialist with the results that are there. In your love, you do have the King of Pentacles. This is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Now, this is someone that you meet that is karmic. And this person wants to look after you. Be careful they don't put you on a pedestal, because if they put you on a pedestal, it's very hard to live up to that which they see you as, and you might find that the pressure of that is too much to bear. For others, this is, you have been, I have been on my own for a while, and now I have somebody who really wants to look after me. They're going to share the load, emotional, physical, and financial, and this is karmic. And this is being put in front of me because I've had so much struggle before in the past. This is also about the idea of this is the perfect time to start a family. Now, Omega is giving you a yes in all areas to do with your finances, your career, and your study. You are going to get accepted. You are going to get a yes. You are going to get a rebate. If this is about, on pins and needles, waiting for the answer to do with that. But whatever it is that you're doing financially, career-wise, or study, you are signing that contract this month. Oceana is saying, what do you fear? Again, we're talking about the unconscious. You're in the 9th house all month, so this is about travel, this is about foreigners, this is about going there, them coming here. This is about exploring your faith, exploring the psychological, and all month you are facing that. What's coming up to be acknowledged, to live in that moment, and then to release it wherever that transition needs to go. This card is saying this is what's stopping you. It can be self-esteem, it can be about taking a risk. Maybe what you've been holding on to is what's making you drown or smothering you. Whatever this is that you fear, it is now rising above that. Now, if this is an actual person or fun, so I fear about going to university, I fear about getting into a relationship, I fear this person who is, abusive towards me, or I feel like I've been under so much weight. Whatever that is, this is lifted. You are taking the step to become higher. Andrew says something you say this month is actually going to benefit somebody else. It's really going to hit home, whether this is in person or across a distance. You are going to make a difference. Now, Archangel Raphael is saying that you are going to have great success in any kind of marketing, any kind of speeches, anything of communication. You are going to have great success there. And now if this is global, this is corporations, this is any kind of negotiations that you're having to do with, mortgages, banks, legalities, to do with the family members, inheritances, whatever that is, the communication's going to go well, and it is going to come across very well and be exactly what you wanted. If this is about the health system, you are going to get that covered by the health. You are going to win that lawsuit because they malpractice. You are going to get that operation that you've been wanting. So be kind to you and those you love.